I've been coding a lot lately, and I like it. I've been filming it too, and I like that too, but according to YouTube, my videos are just performing worse and worse and worse, and I don't know what I should do. I was hoping that you'd be able to help me with this, but you're not picking up, and YouTube isn't helping. I feel like the only metrics they look at are views. But I think there's so many other metrics that are important too, like comments, likes, dislikes, and it just makes me, I just wish they would add a feature to... Okay, I'll call you back.
Alright, it's been a while. Lately, I've been uploading a lot more videos on YouTube, and I want to automate the task of tracking and analyzing the performance of the videos. Basically creating a YouTube analytics bot. Now, I don't really know how this could be done, but I have an idea, and ideally, if there's like a YouTube API that I can use, where I can just download this sort of stuff from my YouTube channel, that would be the way to go. So that's going to be the first step. Figure out, does YouTube have an API that I can use, and how do I use it? I suck at working with APIs because it's usually there's so much work needed to be done to get just the first request to work. But the thing is that once you get that request to work, you just open up this new like world of possibilities. So it's always worth doing this work, but it's just like, if anything can get me to quit, it is definitely APIs.
Alright, so I'm extremely exhausted. I've been sitting for so many hours now. And it's so frustrating because I feel it's one of those things where it's just like, each change I make just takes a couple seconds to do. Just make one change and then test it, and it doesn't work, and then I test another thing, and all of a sudden it's been like 2 hours.
So it's 11:20 p.m. right now, and I was about to go to bed at 9, and then I was just like, oh, I'm just gonna do a quick thing here on the project and just try to fix something. And now it's 2.5 hours later, and I'm actually able to now get views from the channel, so I can get the views, the total views for the last video that I uploaded. And that's very exciting, but it also made me realize how incredibly useful this could actually become if I do it right. So I started writing down all the things that I want to be able to do. What would be really good would be to get all of these statistics as well, and then to get them for the first 10 minutes of the video, and then wait another 30 minutes, get the stats again. Just save this in a database somewhere, and then send me an email with a report, essentially then comparing my last video to this current video. I'm also realizing in this that this has potential to be actually useful, which is very exciting when you come up with a project that can have real value for your own life, because this is something that I need and something that I want so desperately that I just have to build it. But now I'm gonna call it a day and go to bed and hopefully wake up somewhat early tomorrow. We'll see. Alright, I've been up since 4 a.m. with stomach pain, and I just haven't been able to sleep all night, or since 4 a.m. And I went to bed at about 11:30 p.m. And I don't really have time to have this pain because I have to get the project done today so that I hopefully can edit it tomorrow and maybe publish the video tomorrow. So I'm feeling a little bit better. I think I probably got some sort of like food poisoning. Here's what I don't get, all right? When I check what type of type the ID that I'm trying to add into the database is, we're getting, oh, it's an integer. But then when I try to add it into the SQL database, it gives me this, probably an unsupported type. And so if I just change it from the number that it actually is up here, which is 1, and I type in 1 here instead, and save it and run it, all of a sudden it works. But it's already a 1, and it's already an integer. So what on earth is the problem? I don't understand why this doesn't work. Let's delete the database and do it again, see what happens. What? How? Fuck. Like, how does that work? All of a sudden it works. I did the exact same thing. I literally did not change anything, and now it works. Function. Okay. Oh, finally I figured that out. Why have I not? Oh, I spent so long. So what I'm doing, the problem, I guess, is that I'm running. Oh, it's so stupid. I created this method here, which should get the time, but what I'm sending in to this stats object is actually the function itself and not the result of the function. I think adding the parentheses there should make it the result of the function. Oh, that's such a stupid mistake that I've been just banging my head against for the past 3 hours. If that's all it was, then oh my god. Okay, let's see what happens if I uncomment this and then delete that and run it. Okay, it works. Oh my god, that's so stupid. That's so stupid. But that means it works. We can save it to the database. At least that's a win. But it's so many hours spent just doing that. Okay, so I think I've worked too much today and yesterday. I can tell because I get to this stage where it's just like any little tiny activity that I have to do on top of this, like going out for a run or making dinner or just anything that isn't focused on programming or making progress on the project is it just feels like an effort that I have no capacity to even start to think about. I feel like after I get it finished, then I can focus on the stuff that I need for living, essentially, like sleep and food. And I'm just like, my eyes are so tired, it's hard to even keep them open, to be honest. I'm gonna force myself to go for a run now. Maybe that will give me some energy. Sometimes it does. All right, so now I'm back and I've done a 3.5 kilometer-ish run, which took around 20 minutes. And I feel so much better right now. Like I'm still tired, but I just sort of created room in my mind to think about things again. Because I think I forget how much effort goes into thinking and how much like focused work it is to program and solve all these problems that I've been working on all day. I think I forget how draining that can actually be. And at the end of that, right before I went for the run, I felt like I had no room in my head to take another decision or to think about or solve another type of problem, whether it's like what I should cook for dinner, or if I should go for a run, if I should go to the gym, if I should clean, if I should whatever. Like I had no room in my mind to solve any of those problems. But now I feel like I have sort of created space for those types of decisions, and it doesn't feel as overwhelming anymore. And also, while I was doing on the run, I was listening to the audiobook Green Lights by Matthew McConaughey, which is about his life. And I really like a specific part of that book, which is from 1994 to about 2000-ish. And I don't know what it is about that section, but it always just gets me inspired and sort of excited about life, if that makes sense. So yeah, I do feel a lot better after that run. Highly recommend going for a run at the times when you don't feel like going for a run. It's probably the best time to do it because I feel so much better. All right, so I'm going to upload this amazing video to YouTube just to test and see if I can get any stats for it once it's uploaded. I don't know if you saw that video, but if you did, let me know in the comments, because I'd be really interested to see if anyone was confused by me uploading this random ass video. All right, so if we look at the video that I just published, it has 4 views right now, according to my YouTube Analytics app. And if I run the script, it says that video 1 has 0 views and 0 views. So this was actually a real problem. My whole idea essentially stood and fell on this specific thing working, and it didn't, as in it didn't full stop. The YouTube Analytics API only updates once per day, and if I wanted hourly updates, I had to figure something else out. But today was Friday, and it had been a long week. And sometimes taking a break can be the most productive thing you can do. Beauty in the mundane. And as the light startled our eyes, we let go of disguise. There's something in the air and a sparkly shimmer on our skin, restoring everything within. Oh, dreamy, breezy we go, easy, easy on our tiptoes.
Undercover agents of the other. We unravel, we unknown.
Jag har sagt att det är garanterat pengar liksom. Så känns det som att det är.
So, how did it go? Was the break actually productive? Did this weekend of adventures infect me with ideas, inspiration, rejuvenation, permutation, and salvation? Well, obviously, you can tell by my face, I came back feeling 10 years younger. Or was it like I shaved 10 years off my life? I don't know. I always conflate those two. Okay, so I may have actually solved it now. We're getting views 76. If we check the video, it says 102. That is the up-to-date number of views. If I run it again now, we'll see what it says. 84. Run it again. 84. It's not perfectly up to date. So I did actually solve it in like 5 minutes. And the way that I did it was, instead of using the YouTube Analytics API for the hour-to-hour updates, I decided to use the YouTube Data API, which allows you to get public information, so views, likes, comments, dislikes. But that API doesn't allow you to get things like watch time, subscriber count, etc. So I will use the YouTube Analytics API on a daily basis, but the YouTube Data API on an hourly or minute-by-minute basis. Okay, so now I actually have something pretty exciting that I've done. And this is why ChatGPT, in my opinion, is so good, because it basically just created this bar chart for me from me just asking, like, can you create a bar chart in Python for me? And it just does it. So we basically have some reference values and then the current values. And then I can just go through each value and basically check how is my current video doing compared to my best video ever. And then I guess we'll just store the chart or all the information that I want to store. We'll store that, and then at the end of the week, maybe on Sundays or something, I will send myself a report for the week where I will get the stats for all of my videos, and I will also get the stats for my recently uploaded videos. The next few days were spent coding, eating, training, sleeping. Coding, eating, training, sleeping. Coding, eating, training, sleeping. And honestly, up until that point, everything was going pretty good. I was getting close. But then, yesterday, out of nowhere, disaster struck. Oh, that's a bee or a wasp. Okay. I don't know what happened, yet to this day I can still remember it like it was yesterday. Alright, I'm gonna try to kill that thing. Okay. Oh shit! Fuck! I literally threw that to the other side of the apartment. Damn it. How do I do this? Alright, I think I've got something. Come on. There we go. Sorry, buddy. Alright, now, now that is done. Alright, so this is actually quite interesting now. I've created the part of the script that will compare all the videos that have been posted recently to each other. And we will get... I just realized how I can display this in the long term. Okay, so now I just divided all the stats by the views, and we get this. And this is quite interesting because this is average view percentage has actually increased steadily as I've been uploading more and more videos. So that means that I've been getting better and better at maintaining audience retention in my videos. which is a good thing. So now we're going to set up the email part of this automation, which is then going to send me an email. As soon as I've uploaded a video, it will start checking that video and saving the stats. And then once 1 day has passed since the upload, it will send me an email with the report for how that video did in that first day. Okay, now we'll see if this will work. Let's just comment that out. Okay, let's see if it sends me an email now. Okay, I did. I got an email sent to me. So I always think that is really cool. Like being able to send myself an email, that's just, I mean, I think that's the coolest thing. Even though it's just such a simple thing, it's really cool to have, or the idea of having a script that just like sends me email notifications when I want it to, because it's automated a task that I would otherwise have to sit and do myself. I think that's just the coolest thing. But now we need to figure out how do we add attachments to this email, essentially. And as I kept working on this, I had a realization. Okay, I just realized something. I realized as I was building this that potentially, maybe, this project could be an app. And because I'm realizing like, well, now, because I ran into a problem, which is that I have to reconfirm every so often, like every 30 minutes or hour or something like that. I have to re-allow the API to access my data. And the only way to fix that, according to ChatGPT at least, is to create like an authentication screen in my app or program. But I didn't really want to build an app or a program, so I just wanted to build this as an automation. But then I realized that, well, instead of sending me a report every single week, I could have an app built that just has all this data. I don't know why I didn't think of that, but now that I thought of it, I just feel like that makes so much more sense than sending myself an email report every week, even though that's really cool. So yeah, let me know in the comments, do you think this is a good idea? If you think it's a good idea, I will go ahead. I will finish the time tracking app first, but then I'll go ahead and I'll build this as an app. Hey man, just wanted to leave another voicemail and say I figured it out. I know what to do now. Also, actually, while I've got you here, just wanted to ask a quick question. Why aren't you picking up? I mean, I felt like we really hit it off at the gas station when I sideswiped your car, and I don't know, I've been calling you every single day since then, and you never pick up. And yeah.